Okay, settle down, settle down. If I could have your attention for a few minutes. I'm doing this for your benefit, you know. I'd prefer not to, but Dr. Arcannon insists I knock some sense into you. Today I'll be showing you some exobiology, so do pay attention. Here we have the spectacular bark mounds. Sadly, these glorious specimens have all but disappeared from the galaxy. They exist on planets with or without atmosphere, and only on planets with volcanism close to nebula. For reasons that are unclear, they've been eradicated on planets without volcanism and can no longer be found there. The scan value is a little over 1.4 million, but good luck finding enough samples. Next slide, please. Fungoida bularum. They look very appetizing if you have a sweet tooth, but I can assure you it's not a good idea to lick them. They're found in every region of the galaxy, favouring a thin argon atmosphere. Each of the different varieties has a preference for a different rare material, such as antimony, yttrium, etc. They'll often be found in large numbers on hilly areas. Vista Genomics will pay just over 3.7 million for them. Next! Frutexa flamesis. These are very hard to find, usually on broken terrain, but they're so thin and delicate that they're almost impossible to see from your ship. Sometimes it's better to get out on foot to hunt them down. They're always found on thin ammonia atmospheres, and the different varieties are determined by the star that illuminates their planet. You can get over 10 million credits for a sample, but you can spend a lot of time to find 3 of them. Receptor-condivitus is a rather strange specimen with transparent panels and a peculiar green body growing within. I would like to warn you to make sure you always wash your hands after touching anything unsavory like this. All I can say is that my recycler got rather full after forgetting to wash my hands before dinner. Vista Genomics will pay you over 13 million for a sample, and they can be found in any region of the galaxy. Next, please. You young whippersnappers will be using your Elite Observatory Bioinsights plugin and will completely miss that high-gravity planet with biosignals. Idiots! Pay attention! You'll most likely find one of the anemones on the surface. Vista Genomics will pay nearly 1.5 million for them, but do be careful. Quite often the planets hosting these space pumpkins will be hot enough to kill you in minutes. Next! Here is another lucrative biological, Fonticulus segmentatus. These can fetch over 19 million at Vista Genomics. They're found on thin neon atmosphere planets with a very narrow temperature range. The species can be found in most regions of the galaxy, but some of the variants are very rare. Next slide, please. Now then, if you find one of these, you've really hit the jackpot. Fonticulus fluctus. Vista Genomics will pay you a cool 20 million credits for these, and they really are one of the most unusual biologicals you will find. They're found exclusively on icy bodies with thin oxygen atmospheres in most regions of the galaxy, but plenty of opportunity for you to get a galactic first in the Codex. They're very rare, with only a few hundred found so far. Next slide. Speaking of galactic firsts, here's one of mine, a Clypeus lacriman mauve that had hitherto never been seen in the outer Scutum Centaurus arm. The fruiting body looks remarkably like a pork pie with steam coming out of the crust. But beware, hungry traveller, that is likely an evolutionary adaptation to lure you into its clutches. I do hope you've enjoyed my little talk. Do remember to scan everybody, log every signal, and wash your hands and feet before touching anything you might find. Come and follow us on @canon.science on Blue Sky for a daily dose of exobiology. That's it. You can all bugger off now.